Good morning, viewers. This is the second class of learning astrology. The basic astrology we can learn through the basic concepts. My try is at least the basic things of our own astrology we can see if you know the basics of astrology. This is nothing but like from LKG to 10th standard we are reading the basics like math, science, social, like that we are reading. This is a very basic concepts even everyone can know. After that the interest may extend for the further degrees, right? In the same way the basic things I am trying to convey before you, so at least you can view your own horoscope and you can analyze what's going to be next and what is the stage of us. Everything you can analyze by yourself. Okay, that is the try what I am coming to do here. So in lesson 1 I gave the basic concepts of astrology, like how to draw the chart, what are the degrees and what are the names of the astrology horoscope houses, everything I described. So for the detailed description of lesson 1 you can see in the description box I provided the link. So in lesson 2, in this class we are going to say exclusively about exaltation of planet, delimitation of planet and trikona of the planets. These concepts everything I am going to explain you in this lesson 2. So you can know very well about this in this lesson 2. So further if you are going to see any example of the charts of any chart, okay, there if I am saying the word like exaltation and delimitation, you can link for this lesson 2. You can connect so that you can understand the concept of the exaltation and delimitation of planets. Yeah. So I am going to explain you that. We will see now. This is about the exaltation chart. This is a exaltation chart of the planets. Okay, as I told you, in horoscope there is a constant 12 houses. It may not vary under any circumstances. This 12 houses consist of a chart. So in this chart only everything is going to everything is going to jumble and it's going to give us an answer. Apart from that, no changes in the structure of the chart. That everybody should remember first. In exaltation of chart, I am going to say you under which house, in which house, which planet is going to be there. What are the exaltation, why it is called exaltation, everything we are going to see here. Okay. So this is the first house as I told you. This is second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7th, 8th, 9th house, 10th house, 11th house. Yes, this is first house, second house, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Yeah, this is 7th house, 8th house, 9th house. Yeah, this is 10th house. Okay, this is 11th house and finally this is your 12th house. This description I gave you in the first class itself. Okay, I hope you can understand this, the numbers, why these numbers came, everything. Okay, now I am going to explain you the which are the exaltation planets and where it will be placed, in which house it will be placed. Okay, in the exaltation chart the first house contains the exaltation planet. The name of the planet is Sun. That means in this house, I told you this is the house of Aries, right? So in this house the exaltation planet is Sun. In second house the Moon and also Rahu, that means the dragon head. And in third house there is no exaltation planet. So I am mentioning your into mark for your confirmation. Okay. Next one is Jupiter. That is Jupiter have exaltation characteristics in the fourth house. As I told you, this fourth house, the name of this fourth house is a Cancer, right? Yes. So the fifth house, again there is no exaltation planet in the fifth house, so I am providing here the into mark. And then sixth house, the name of the planet here exalted is Mercury. The name of this house is, we know that it is Virgo, right? Yes. So again in 7th house we have the exalted planet Saturn. The name of this house is What is the name of this house? Yes, it is Libra. Next, here Ketu, that is the dragon's tail. We will call this as a dragon's tail. And ninth house, there is no exaltation planet, so I am mentioning here in into mark. And the 10th house consists of Mars. The 10th house consists of exaltation planet Mars. In 11th house, again there is no exaltation planet, so I am mentioning into. And in 12th house, the name of the exaltation planet is Venus. So these are all the basic concepts, the very basic concepts we have to see. If we are going to analyze one's horoscope, in this horoscope, for example, in that horoscope, I will give you here one example. Suppose in that chart, if Mercury is placed here, maybe any ascendant, any planet, whatever may be the planets present in anywhere, if Mercury present in this house, that is in Virgo house, then we will call this house's Mercury exalted chart. Mercury exalted chart. That means in this horoscope, the Mercury is very strongest planet. We can say the Mercury will provide an auspicious result for this person. Okay, in that way we have to consider. So only it is called as an exalted chart. The same way, the Sun, Moon, Rahu, that is dragon's head, Jupiter, Saturn, Ketu, Mars, Venus, all the planets have exaltation present in each and every house. As I told you in previous class itself, the own house king, for example, as I told you, this is a Sun is the owner of the house 1 and all. Yes, Sun is the owner of the house, this 5th house, right? So if Sun is placed in the 5th house, it will give you 80% positive result. Means if it is an exalted planet, that is the transition happened in Sun in the 1st house, in this place, in Aries, if Sun is present, means it will give you 90% good result. So better than its own house. If it's exalted somewhere, it will provide you a very good result. That is the meaning for the exaltation chart. That is, it will shine more as compared to its own house. The exaltation planet, if it is placed in somewhere in exalted place, it will shine more and it will provide you a very good result, auspicious result in your chart. Okay, as I told you, if Mars is present here in anybody's chart, then we will say the exalted Mars chart also. In this horoscope, the Mercury and Mars are the exalted planets. So these planets considerably will give you the excellent result with respect to the other planets. So this is about the exaltation chart. Okay, anyway, see, for any term in this world, if there is a good, definitely there is a bad. If there is a height, there is a tall means short, black means white. Yes, of course, right? So in the same way, for exaltation planet chart is there, means definitely there should be a delimitation chart also there. That means the planets will have their strengthen, the very less strengthened part of the house. Okay, so we will call this chart as a debilation chart. Debilation chart. Okay, in debilation chart, I am going to give you the names of the particular planets where it is delibated. Okay, so for this we have to refer this exalted chart. In exalted chart, what and all planets placed in all the places, exactly from that 7th place it will be a delibated. That means exactly if it is shining, if here Sun is shining, means from here 7th place, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here Sun will be delibated. For example, Jupiter here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here Jupiter will be delibated. So only see, listen carefully. You observe here in this chart, I am going to write the debilation planets, so you can match that. Okay, so as I told you, here Sun is there, exactly opposite, that is 7th position from that. So here Sun will be delibated. Here Moon was exalted, so exactly from this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here moon is delibated. Always remember, sun and moon will be together. Always. Either it may be exaltation chart, delibation chart, or in a normal chart. Okay, the position of the moon and sun will be very near to each other. As I told you here, Rahu will be exalted. So exactly opposite to that. That is 7th place from that. Yes. Rahu or Ketu. This I will give you brief description in one more class. Regarding Rahu and Ketu, there are so much of controversy concepts. I will explain you later. And Jupiter, I tell you, here in exaltation, here Jupiter is exalted. So from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here Jupiter is delibated planet. So again here Mercury. You just compare. I told Mercury is exalted here. So from this position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here Mercury will be delibated here. Understood? Saturn here. So Saturn will be delibated here. So here Rahu means here Ketu will be delibated. Rahu or Ketu I will explain you. Okay. Mars. So here Mars is exalted. So Mars will be delibated. So this is about the debilation of planets. So exaltation and delibation is exactly seven houses apart from each other. Exactly, you can say it is exactly 7 houses very far from each other. That means the most shining part and the most designing part. Okay. So yeah, I have to give certain explanation regarding exaltation and delimitation of planets. Okay, every planet has a positive and negative placement of its own self. For instance, a well placed planet or an exalted planet can lead you to great achievements in life. At the same time, a delibated planet in a weak position can cause the native to go through a rough and challenging phase in his life. So the happiest moment of our life we call as an exaltation of planets, which the planets, the horoscope is ruling. The toughest time is a delibation planet ruling part. Of course, not only the basic things, we have to go mathematically the degrees, in how much degree it is exalted, in how much degree it is delibated, everything we are going to see in further classes. Okay, so how a planet will work in exaltation and delibation, that also I am going to teach you in the further deep classes. This is about the basics. Okay, so basically I will say sun will give you royal status, and the moon, mood swings, Mars, the happiness and contentment of land, property, everything. So based on the exaltation and delibation chart of the certain planet, we are coming to know the Mercury is intelligence, Jupiter is about the finances and blessings of knowledge, Venus is to be have a luxurious life, and Saturn is about the best career and status of us. So based on the planets exaltation and delibation of the chart, of the planets in the chart, there are so many things we are going to discuss in further classes. Okay, as I told you, the one more chart I am going to describe you today, that is Trikona chart. Mula Trikona, we will call this as a Mula Trikona. So we will call this a Mula Trikona chart. I told you, if a planet is sitting in its own position, then it will give you 80%. If it is an exaltation, it will give you 90%. If a planet is going to sit in a Trikona placements, definitely it will yield you 100% result. So I am going to explain you. I think you are very eager to know this chart. This is a 100% powerful planet house, we can say. Okay, so in the first house, Mars, here moon, here sun, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn. So in remaining all places, there is no planets. So I will mark you into mark, so it will be a very clear picture for you. So in first house, that is in Aries, Mars, in Taurus, moon, here sun, here Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn. So in each and every house, the Trikona, that is a Mula Trikona planet is placed. So if any chart how Sun or Mercury or Venus, as per this position, if it is placed in anybody's chart, then it will yield us 100% auspicious result. So these are all the basic things we have to know. That is the exaltation, debilation and Mula Trikona planets of each and everybody's chart. And then if we know these concepts very clearly, then we can able to, at least we can able to basically analyze the chart. There are so many basic things we have to know, but at least 50% these things we have to know in very clear manner. Okay, yeah. So in today's class, we saw the exaltation, debilitation and the Mula Trikona planets, right? So this is a picture I have to show you. This is exaltation of planet and this is a deviation of planet condition in our chart. So exaltation will give you a happiest part of life. Of course, deviation will give us a sad part of life. But how we have to balance that? Everything we are going to see in the future and further classes. Thank you for listening my classes. If you are interested, you can continue to listen the classes. I will give you the knowledge what I earned. Okay. Okay, then we will see the remaining part in the next classes. Thank you.